You don't need a new habit. You just need to update what you already do. See, every night before bed, you're already doing something that could shift your life, but most people do it in a way that keeps them stuck. So let me tell you something I've learned after 30 years of working with patients. You don't need more things to do. Whether it's chronic pain, anxiety, or recovering from an injury, people are already overwhelmed, and the last thing you need is another practice to add on the pile. That's not how we work here. Our philosophy at the clinic is simple. We look at what you're already doing, how you move, how you think, how you breathe, and we update that. We make what's already there more efficient, more nourishing, and more supportive. It's not about throwing your life out and starting over. It's about upgrading the system you already live in. So for tonight, I want to walk you through one of the simplest, most powerful upgrades I've ever used, both in my life and with the patients I work with. I call it the 3 R's. And here's the thing, you already do them every night right before bed, but you do them unconsciously and often in a way that leaves you more stressed, more ashamed, and more stuck. So let's update that. What do you think? First of all, how do you review your day without being so hard on yourself? Because that's what I often hear people do, and I do it as well when I'm not being intentional. So this is the first R, which is review. Now, I want you to imagine something here. I want you to picture you reviewing a child's day or a younger version of yourself, maybe at 7 or maybe at age 10, and you're watching how they lived their day. Would you critique them harshly? Would you pick apart everything they did wrong? Or would you notice their efforts, their courage, their mistakes? Yes, but with compassion. That's how I want you to review your day tonight. Because you already do this. You lay in bed and you replay conversations, regrets, missteps, but you do it like a critic. Review your day like you're reviewing your child's day, with warmth, with context, with kindness. That shift, just that one shift, keeps your nervous system open. And when you're open, you can grow. Now, what if I can go back and gently revise the parts of my day I didn't like? This is the second R, revise. See, most of us think memories are fixed, but the brain doesn't work that way. It stores impressions and it responds to those images. Every thought, every word, every memory is a picture inside you. So what if you picked one moment from today and you imagine it going a little bit better? Not perfect, just a little more aligned. What if you responded instead of reacted? What if you breathed instead of snapped? What if you walked away instead of spiraling? Not to fake it, but to build a new trail, because the brain will take the path you walk most often. No different than how an athlete develops a skill through repetition. And if you revise with compassion, just like you'd coach your child, you're carving a new path that feels safe to follow. So, how do you stop worrying about tomorrow and start preparing for it with strength? This is the third R, rehearse. Basically planning how you want it instead of how it's always been. This third R is really about renegotiating the future instead of reenacting the past. Look, every athlete, every fighter, every performer rehearses before they step into the ring, the stage, the meeting. They don't just hope it goes well, they walk through it in their mind. Not to see it all go smoothly, but to see themselves handle it all. The hard parts, the fatigue, the unexpected. See, before my matches, I never visualized the perfect fight. I saw the hits, the falls, the moments where I'd want to quit, and I saw myself breathe, recenter, and get back up. That's rehearsal, and that's what I want you to do tonight. So walk through tomorrow in your mind, not from fear, but from vision. Lay the tracks so when your feet hit the ground tomorrow, your nervous system already knows the way. Listen, you don't need more to do. You're already full. What you need, what we all need, is a better way to use what we already are doing. So tonight, before bed, review your day with compassion, revise your memories with vision, and rehearse your future with intention. This isn't a productivity hack. It's a nervous system upgrade, and it's one I've used in my own life every single night. It has changed the way I sleep, the way I lead, the way I live. And if you commit to it, really commit, I believe it will ripple into every corner of your life, not because it's new, but because it's true. This is Healthcare Evolved.